Hey, good morning. It's a rainy day, overcast right now, little drizzle going on. For the first time in like about a week, we didn't have any sales overnight, which is kind of crazy for us. But no big deal. We still got to do our routines in the store today. Plus, we're gonna go pick up some items. Oh, I hit the wrong button. We got to pick up some items at an auction today. Debbie won't be joining me. She's got errands to run elsewhere in the state. But you can go with me. We're not going to pick up a lot of items. We didn't spend a lot of money. I have a rule that I don't go crazy on auctions. I bid what I think, what I'm willing to pay, right? And I stop right there. I have no emotional attachment to anything. So if I'm bidding against somebody that really wants what it is they're bidding for, they can have it. So we're not picking up a lot. We didn't spend a lot of money, but that's our plan for the day. That's where we're going. But first, back over here, I gotta make some coffee. So it's just about 7:30 in the morning. As I say, we get at this pretty early in the day since eBay typically takes up the morning and afternoon shifts, sometimes the lunchtime shift.
You're during his lunch shift.
But in any case, we didn't have any sales overnight, but I was sitting here doing my updates this morning, get rid of 10 items, bring 10 items back in, that kind of thing, relist, change the description. And during that, while I was sitting there doing that, we made a sale. And of course, it was the item we just listed yesterday, and I knew it would sell. I'm not extremely surprised by that. But the little black bag that holds
Isn't that black bag?
the camera. So we're going to set that on the desk and get that packaged up. And I think I'll make a post office run on my way to the auction. Because we'll get that knocked out pretty quick. So yesterday, when we got done listing this camera, we went ahead and got it prepped a little bit for its trip because we knew it would sell. Again, all electronics get wrapped in plastic. And we went ahead and put the cable in plastic too. What we'll do is we'll ship it in the bag. This is the bag that it came with. Put it in there, but we're going to wrap this in bubble wrap as well because it does have a lens in it, and we want to make sure that everything gets there safely.
Get home safely!
It is a fully functional camera. It's working great, and we want it to work great when it gets there. So we'll just tighten this up a little bit, like that. Roll up the ends. Roll up, and put a piece of tape on that.
Why so much tape, Jay?
Roll up the end on this side. And put him back in the bag.
I put him back in the bag.
Now that I've made him bigger, you think he'll fit back in the bag? There we go. He's back in the bag. Zip that up. Velcro that closed. So it's got its little extra protection in there. And we do recycle. If you ship something to us, odds are good. If it's a good box, we're going to keep doing it. So we'd like to thank the people at Young Living for today's box that's getting recycled and sent out with this camera, because this camera is going to fit just fine inside that box. We do need some paper around this just to make it feel a little better in there. So let me get that. And some paper. Don't need a lot. That camera's already got bubble pack on it and sitting inside a leather bag that is propped between both corners of the box. So it's going to survive its trip without very much issue with it at all at this point. Thank you card goes in there. And then
who has access to the printing system for those packing slips?
And we'll fold up this pack slip and put it in here. Get that all closed up. And it helps if you're, the first package of the day, the tape's always a little curled. Oh, nice. And then it taped back onto itself. There we go.
Need some help?
Tape challenges. Early in the morning. There we go. Double check the tape on this side because it wasn't ours. Recycled box. Want to make sure that thing's secure.
All secure, sir.
And I think we feel good about that. Get weights and measures on it. It comes in at 1.8 pounds. And it measures at, if I had a tape measure that was laying on my packing table, I'd be somebody. Somebody. There we go, 10 inches, 7 inches, 5, 10, 7, 5. What did I say, 1.8? Yep, 1.8. 10, 7, 5, 1.8.
1.8.
And that is going out to Alexandria, Virginia. And we hope Louisa loves it. So, as I mentioned earlier, we did not have any sales overnight. We did sell that camera first thing this morning. But if you recall, yesterday afternoon, we did sell 5 items. And we got into the back into the eBay office long after the post office closed, so we didn't make an afternoon run yesterday. So this morning there are 6 items going to the post office. That's where I'm headed now. It's on my way to the auction site, which is in a small town not far from here. So I'm going to make that run, pick up the very few items that we did win. I think, and I'll double check this, but I think our total expense on this auction is somewhere around $6. So it's the out of pocket is hardly anything on this. What's that? 2 gallons of gas? Less than 2 gallons of gas. Hopefully that changes. But in any case, we bid on like 30 or 40 items, but the pricing just again. I have a value in my head and how much profit we need to make on a per item basis. I research all those items when I bid on them, and I set a limit. I think a couple things we won for $1, maybe $2 at this auction, and I suspect that we'll be able to sell those items for $15 to $20. I don't see that as a bad return. I really don't. Given that, typically people that buy these things, and it's mostly glassware that we're picking up today, people that buy this stuff, they're collectors, and they're looking for specific items. They may go higher than that. I mean, I got to research them a little more, but my initial research, which is done pretty quickly when I'm looking at the auctions, tells me that we're probably in the $15, $18 range per item that we paid $2 or less for. So, I'll give you an update on that after I pick the stuff up. I need to look at it again. So, see you in a bit. Well, I'm traveling down the road and I'm flirting with disaster.
Molly Hatchet loving friends.
Well, the fact of the matter is that our out-of-pocket today was like $6. And the trunk has quite a bit of glass in it. Not a huge amount, but I neglected to bring a box today, so everything's back there wrapped up in a blanket to keep it from clinking together while I'm driving back to home base. I'll pull it out when I get back and give you a look at it so you can see what we bought today and what's going to go up in the store here pretty soon. And I got to take this very carefully because it's railroad tracks.
Don't drive on the railroad track.
Wanted to let you know that we did our update this morning, so we delisted 10 items and relisted 10 items. And just so you know why we do that, right? eBay has an algorithm, and I know they do. And part of that algorithm is activity in your store. So we don't necessarily get the chance to, because of our work schedules and things like that, we don't get the chance to take photographs.
Prepare to turn left in half a mile.
I'm going to turn left in half a mile. We don't have a chance to take photographs and listings every day. Now, we pick things up occasionally like this, right, ongoingly, but we have a huge inventory of items that we've not yet listed. They're sitting in various states of cleaning and research. Some things...
Take the next left.
He's turning left, he's turning left.
Some things are brand new, and we still haven't gotten around to taking photos of them. And we keep an eye on auctions. We keep an eye up on sales. If I see a yard sale or flea market,
now
roadside,
turn left.
if I see a roadside flea market or a yard sale, something like that, I will stop and look around, and that's how we pick up the inventory. And if I see an auction that, again, I'm bidding on things pretty low, and if we win at those low prices, I'll go collect it and add it to it, because I know it's...
Message from
Can you please stop talking?
3022.
My car will quit talking to me.
I'll be quiet.
So we keep adding to our inventory, whether we're listing it immediately or not, because we just can't pass up a good opportunity. If there's value in the item and we can pick it up pretty inexpensively, we will. If we think somebody else is going to want it, why not, right? And that's one of the reasons why we're not totally upset if we get outbid on things at auctions either. I mean, if somebody wants it in their personal collection and they're bidding at the same auction we're at, they can have it.
Tell them they can have it all.
Trunk is filled with glass, and there's people
Drive 13 miles.
like in my lane in front of me coming towards me, which is not a cool thing. You get that out here in the rural lands on 2-lane roads. They seem to all move over now. All right, so I just unloaded all that stuff from the trunk of the car, brought it into the eBay room to do some research on it. So it's all sitting out in here, which is what is to be expected, right? It's all sitting right there. And I'm going to do my research on it, but we had something sell in the store while I was doing that. Cobalt blue glass ink bottle. Remember that guy? We just took photos of it the other day. So it's literally been up like 3 days. And I knew precisely where I put it. He's right there. Good news is I don't need a lot of space to box this up, because I took up my boxing table with all the stuff I'm doing research on. We'll get this boxed up and get it sent out. Hey, so we got that little inkwell packaged up and ready to go. It's right there. It is going to Virginia, Midlothian, Virginia, to Brenda. Brenda, hope you enjoy this. It'll go out in tomorrow morning's post. It's too late to get it out today. Today was another day of
Another day.
Interruptions to the eBay store, but good interruptions, because it generates great revenue from my other revenue source, my primary revenue source, right? So did meetings today, a lot of conference calls, meeting with customers. I haven't been able to really dig into the research on this guy that much. I think this one is gonna, so all of this stuff, just so we're clear, all of this stuff, that was $6.
$6
for everything. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 items.
12.
There's probably $40, $50 worth of stuff there for $6, which is a good return.
That's a pretty good return on your investment.
So I think a good return on our purchases today at $6 for all of that stuff. We'll probably get $50, $60 in sales from it, which is awesome. On the next video, what I'll do is I'll show you what our inventory looks like, stuff we haven't touched yet, and we can go over that and how we deal with things like that. But in the meantime, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.